Hey everybody, and welcome to Action Figure Breakdown, episode number 17. Seth here with you again. And as if you've been checking out our Instagram and Facebook, you know that we're going to be taking a look at the NECA GameStop exclusive 1990 Ninja Turtles from the movie. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Let's go ahead and take a look at the boxes real quick. I can't wait to get into these. So real quick. That's the movie we're talking about. These are GameStop exclusives. Nickelodeon does own the rights to the Ninja Turtles franchise, so they're going to be on the box right there. But these are the classic Turtles from the Jim Henson movie. Right there, we got Leo on this box. On the back of the box, some cool artwork as well. We'll take a look at the box for Donnie. So we got some cool Donnie side box art right there. Some more art on the back. And then real quick we'll break out Mikey and Raph together. So there's Mikey and Raph. And the backs of the boxes for those guys. So some real cool movie artwork done by NECA. So yeah, let's just dive into the figures real quick, guys, because these things are awesome. Like, I was so excited to get these. Real quick, big shout out to my buddy Rocky Turner for facilitating this, and Rob Igor for letting me pick them up. I was able to get all 4 turtles in one shot, so like I said, big shout out to Rock. Yeah, so let's dive into the figures real quick. So real quick, we're going to go over articulation real quick, since it's essentially the same for all 4 turtles, and then we'll dive into the details of the individual turtles after we get done with articulation. So in order to break down articulation real quick, we got Raph here. So here's Raphael, and just a real quick, I mean, this guy's amazing looking. Looks just like out of the movie, one of the Jim Henson Muppets. Back shell real quick right there. The legs, he's got the cool knee pads as well. Got the elbow and wrist pads too. I mean, this is just straight out of the movie. The work on this is amazing. Real quick on the mold, he's got some cool shell damage as well, as you guys can see right there. That's super awesome. And then just the face sculpt on this guy is absolutely stunning, as you guys can see right there. But like I said, we'll get into the deets on the other figs as well. But let's talk about articulation real quick. We've got, these aren't like Marvel Legends, these are NECA figs, and I know we normally do Marvel Legends here on Action Figure Breakdown. But we've got a cool shoulder joint right here. So the articulation is going to be, we're going to have a nice kind of like rotation here at the shoulder. And then I want to say pretty limited arm action in terms of how far up it'll go. But you do have the rotation, so it looks like you can get the arm all the way up that way if you just go ahead and rotate it. Now these elbows are super weird. I had to I don't know if I can pull this back to show you guys, and I really don't want to take them apart. So these aren't double hinged elbows, obviously, like Marvel Legends. Like I said, NECA does their own thing with articulation. It's really good, actually. I'm actually super impressed with the figure itself. But so there's the cool elbow pad right there. This is a weird, it's like a ball and socket, and then the ball and socket rotate on 2 other socket ends right here. So you do have some kind of cool rotation here, kind of like the female arms a little bit, but with an extra hinge, I think, near the base of the elbow, like right here. So you get the up, bend arm action, and then obviously, like I said, you're going to get the pivot. The other thing is you're not going to get, you can pivot the, like I said, the forearm a little bit, which is kind of cool. So you can do that little bit of action right there, which is kind of neat. And let's see if we can get it good. That's kind of a shot of the joint right there, guys. So it's like a weird joint, but it's pretty neat, and you get some pretty gnarly articulation out of it. I promise the words I'm using aren't because I'm playing with turtles, I swear. But anyway, so hand options as well. The wrist, these are kind of similar to the Legends. So we've got the hinge here, so the wrist will go backwards and forwards pretty easily. See, so the wrist goes forward right there, kind of nice. You've also got, it's on a peg, so you've got the nice wrist pivot action right here as well. The head, I'm kind of scared to take the head off. This is probably my first NECA figure, I think, and so I'm scared to pop the head off, but I'll show you guys the articulation I've got with it so far. So it goes side to side. We've got up and down action, turns. So that's pretty cool. He did come with these cool, the headband here. So this isn't molded on, it's attached. So you can kind of move that in any direction you want, which is pretty neat. Something cool about the turtles. So these guys have a weird, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the hips, it's like a torso pivot, since they're not going to bend here or have a cool ab crunch. So he's kind of got like a little bit of a, let's see if I can get a better shot of that. A little bit of a forwards and backwards ab crunch here on the inside of the shell, which is kind of neat. As for the legs are a little bit different than Marvel Legends as well. We've got similar like hip action to the ball and socket, which is kind of not bad, but it's not soft either. Like it's nice, they're nice stiff hips, so you don't have to. They sit in place for posing really nice. The other thing is they got good pivot action, so you can pivot them really nicely this way. Super cool. The knees are going to be similar to the elbow joint, so let's see if we can pull this knee pad down and take a look at that. Nope, this calf's too fat. Ha ha ha. All right, so the cool thing about these accessories is none of this stuff is molded on. Like it's all a well, looks like, feels like detachable plastic. So you should be able to, like, if you wanted to cut the pads off and like do some customization, if you had some extra one of these guys laying around, you could probably do that. Those are pretty cool. So there's that, and then we got the knee's gonna pivot like the elbow is. Then it's also gonna have a second pivot, I believe, here. Oh no, not at the calf. Okay, so it's just the one pivot at the knee, and then the calf is not gonna pivot, but it is gonna have kind of a, you know, the Marvel Legends back and forth. The feet are kind of delicate in my opinion, but you do have a back and forth hinge here, and then it looks like, yep, we got a little bit of an ankle pivot right there as well off the hinge. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, so that's Raph, kind of broken down. I'll get into a little bit of detail with him. So all the turtles came with a second hand option, matching hand options. So Leo, or Mikey, came with a thumbs up. So obviously all the turtles got 3 fingers. So Mikey's got a thumbs up. I believe Leo came with the flat hand I've got here on Mikey. So there's 2 of those floating in my box. And then we've got one with like kind of a pointer finger / grabbing something maybe. Pointing, that's pretty cool. And then I believe that was it for our hand options. Oh, and then we've got the kind of the bent hand. I lied. So then there's this other option that Donnie's got right here, which is kind of the bent hand. So that's kind of cool as well. So like I said, tons of different hand options for the turtles, which is super cool. I really dug that. Oh man, this came untied again. Bonk. Anyway, so let's get into deets. Deets on Raph. Okay, so Raph's got this cool belt. Like I said, none of this is really molded on. Look at those sides. Those look so dope. So the sides come out. You can hold them. Even the weapons. Whoop, drop that guy right there. So even the weapons, in my opinion, are super movie accurate as well. Let's see if we can get a better shot on Raph right there. For the size. So yeah, even the weapons, in my opinion, are movie accurate. The belt's super nice, well molded. Like I said, it's not molded onto the figure, so it can slide up and down, on and off. Let's see, there's forwards there. And then at the back, it also slides up and down. It looks like it might be glued on right here a little bit at the back, so to kind of keep them up. So there you go, guys. There's Raph. And then the other cool thing is all the turtles came with a slice of pizza. So they came with a cool slice of pizza as well to hold. And they also all came with a different headband for the back. Now it doesn't look like it's it's very different in shape. It does have a little bit of a darker color to it, if you guys can see that in the light. That one's kind of doesn't have like the dirt, and this one's kind of got like the black paint in it, so it's got kind of like a different, like a darker tint, which is kind of neat. And I believe, if anything, it just kind of points, it just kind of looks like it's meant to point in the other direction. basically, if you wanted the turtle to have the bandana any other direction. So those are, dude, these are so sick. And I grew up with this movie, so I was super excited to get these. So again, my big thing is like the details. So like the paint, the molding, the sculpting on these. The heads are spotted. The turtles have like a lot of those like Muppet imperfections that made them so cool. So there's a good shot on Raph, as you guys can see the spots on him. That's not my camera. Those are the cool details they did. Like I said, his shell, even the battle damage. So like I said, the turtles have been in fights before. So that's super cool. Let's get a better shot of that. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's get to the deets on Leo, Donnie, and Mikey. I got Mikey in a cool sitting position here. Mikey does come with both of his nunchucks. We did discuss the hand options already, so there's Mikey's nunchucks. Uber cool feature on Mikey's nunchucks. They're on strings. So you can like twirl them around and stuff. Yeah, as you guys can see, that's super cool. Mikey doesn't come with a specific holster. I don't know if you guys remember from the movies. He kind of just tucked his chucks under the side in there by his shell. As you guys can see, Mikey's got an awesome smiley face mold. Eye paint's really good. He's holding a piece of pizza. He's doing a high five. As you guys can see, like I said, the little imperfections on the turtle with the spots and stuff like that. This guy's amazing. There's the spots on his legs. Like, this is straight out of the movie. And like I said, check out our Facebook and Instagram, guys. We got some pretty cool shots of the turtles up there. I posed them with a couple of my Marvel Legends. So they got to meet each other. Wink, wink. So there's that, and then we'll take a look at Mikey's shell. Mikey's shell's a little bit more perfect. You know, he's doing the turtle wax bit, making sure he's shining up, keeping it so fresh, so clean. But yeah, look at that paint on the belt, super nice. This is an amazing figures, guys. Amazing. Good job, NECA. Hit this one out of the park. It's a home run. It's Mikey's face. Look at the beautiful paint on that face. The teeth. This is straight out of the movie. Okay, so that's Mikey. And like I said, cool spinny nunchucks on strings. The strings it's double strung, in case you guys are worried about breaking the string, but it's double strung, so they're nice and fastened there. Let's go take a look at Donnie. So Donnie was Corey Feldman in the movie. One of my favorites. Donnie was a lot funnier in the first movie than I thought he was gonna be. He was always the science guy in the cartoon. So here's Donnie, guys. And he's got kind of a Corey Feldman. I mean, he always did in the movie, I guess, too. Kind of that over the lip, pouty face look, which is super cool. I wish I could get a better shot of Donnie here. Let's see if I can get his focus. There we go. I'll bring him in nice and slow. There we go. There's Donnie. All right, and you see the eye paint super nice on him. Same thing with the. A little closer there. Spots on his head, little imperfections. The purple super bright pops. Okay, so other cool thing about this fig, Donnie's got the cool holster in the back for his bow staff. It did come untied here at the bottom, but we'll get that tied back up, no problem. It's super easy fabric. It doesn't rip, but they got the two nice little slots in the back there for it to fit right underneath on his belt. His belt isn't over the shoulder. It is one piece, so it's not going to fall off, which is super nice. The bow staff does fit super nicely once the thing's tied. Right back, let's see, in there like that. So like I said, once I get this tied, it was in there nicely a second ago. I just untied it because I'm a schmuck. So there's that, guys. Like I said, Donnie came with two hand options, or one hand option, or another set of hands, and a slice of pizza. So that's super cool. All right, guys, so there's Donnie. And like I said, the articulation is essentially the same on all four turtles, just different heads. And then the leader of the turtles, my guy, Leonardo. Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot of Leo right there, guys. That's awesome. So there's Leo, looking perturbed as usual, as he did in that movie. Okay, he's hitchhiking. Are you going that way? So yeah, there's Leonardo, guys. Super awesome mold on the skull. around the head rather. They've got kind of like a nifty like textured feel to them too, so they almost feel like the rubbery suits, which I like a lot. Kind of gives them a nice sheen in the light as well, so they don't shine it like if they're not super glossy like some of the Spider-Man figures or anything like that. It almost feels like skin. The turtle shells are, like I said, completely molded and painted as well. As you guys can see, Leo's swords have a super cool holster. I wish they came all the way up, but we're not going to split hairs. The swords do come out. It'd be silly if they didn't. So there's our Leonardo sword. And again, big square base, cloth wrapped handles. It's not actual cloth, it's plastic, but they're made to look like cloth. But yeah, again, super movie accurate. They go in Leo's hands pretty easy. They're super easy to hold. I got him without sword holding hands at the moment. I had him slicing or holding a slice of pizza. So there's the holdy hand, as I was telling you guys about before. You see those spots on the shoulders, like the kind of textured finish on the plastic. These figures are out of this world good. And he's got the movie accurate over the shoulder piece as well. Super stoked about these figures. Can't wait to see them on my shelf every day for the next however many years I have them. So once again, big shout out to Rocky Turner for getting us these figs. Big shout out to Rob Igor for making it happen as well. A couple of our buddies over in the Nerd Closet. Real quick, I want to go over the giveaway. So the winner's choice giveaway will be ending at the end of the week. Make sure you get your comments in on the Facebook and on the IG post, as well as the giveaway announcement video, which was the one previous to this one. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And as we say here at Action Figure Breakdown, keep breaking them down.